Hey guys, welcome back. So this is my first time ever doing like a reaction video. I really wanted to do it. I'm kind of upset that I waited to do it till there was like at least a super long video. That is an hour and 45 minutes long. I feel like personally that's too long, but might as well get this done. Better now than later, I guess you could say. Yeah, so it'll be the video of Inside the Mind of Jake Paul. Well, you can't see it here. I actually blocked the name of it, but I just wanted to do a reaction video. I've been watching all of them. I've been keeping up with all his videos. This is like for at least the Jake Paul's season of it or whatever. I don't know. I never used to watch Shane really before until I, heard about him doing a season or whatever you want to call it on special on Jake Paul. So I just thought, we'll watch him. We'll watch this and we'll do a reaction video. So let's get to it. It's going to be super long. I don't know how long this video is going to be. Maybe 70 minutes. I might break it in half just to, or divide it in half or whatever, just so you don't have to watch a whole hour and 45-minute video. I feel like that's too long, but let's start.
Alright, where do I start? So, I was in 4th grade, and my dad gave Logan and I a camera. Start making videos on it, thinking nothing of it, just having fun. Doing it because that's what I love to do. And
I'm sorry if it's very blurry.
Make people laugh. High school came around, started wrestling. That's pretty much all I did was wrestle, train, blah, blah, blah. And, I don't really like school that much. So we started making videos for YouTube. Basically, I realized that, this is what I truly love, Wrestling was great, but I didn't actually love it. But this is what I really, really love. So that's why I moved to Los Angeles, and that's why I'm here now. And I dropped out of high school, finished my high school online. I have my diploma. Moved to Los Angeles with my brother, who's in that room right there. I left all my friends in Ohio. I left everything.
Is Logan Paul and Jake Paul living together currently or no?
My mom, she was crying as I left the airport. Flew to Los Angeles, started pursuing the dream of being on television, being on movies. Can't thank you guys enough.
Let me pause this real quick. I never knew that he was on television before, but apparently I guess he was. I never knew that, so that's something definitely new.
Honestly, I'm living a dream, honestly. I hate to be so emotional because I'm not normally like this, but I'm living a dream thanks to you guys, and I'm lucky enough. I got so lucky. Whoever the first one to revive it was, whoever the first one to like it, I want to thank you. And hopefully you're still watching today, and hopefully I didn't scare you off, but yeah.
Never seen his vines before, by the way. Never. Now eat food.
What's going on? So Jake Paul.
Is Shane wearing the same shirt in every series, I feel like? I don't know. I just feel like he's wearing the same shirt. Does anybody know? I think that's his merch, but what does that shirt have to do with, I don't know, what does, oh my god, does that stand for something with a pig on it? Is it for, a vegan shirt, veganism, or what? I don't know. If you guys can know that, can you tell me?
What car are they driving? I see someone. Oh my god, it's Erica Costello.
Okay. Wow. Personally, I feel like I like Alyssa Violet more than I like Erica Costello, whatever her name is. I don't know why.
Welcome to the Team 30 house.
Wow, that looks like a bra she has on. Interesting.
my kick. I want a whole kick after this is over.
Sorry, boobs itchy.
I like boobs. I don't know about the food.
The real Jake Paul right there.
Yeah, but I feel, honestly, this morning, and I'll talk more about it, but like I had a full mental breakdown. Jake Paul and his family and his friends
Yeah.
and everybody around
I feel like Shane
him
could be very
and
dramatic
everything.
sometimes. I don't know.
Can't do this anymore. What is this? What the fuck? But
Oh my god, I have a bone time.
why had three of them? They're all lying to each other and lying to themselves. Wait, fucking Jake is bad, he did this. Oh, Erica's like, oh wait, she's bad, she did this. Faye's just like, oh, you did that. It's just all blah, 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 blah.
Sorry if my reaction,
You
guys,
had
is
three
not like
mental breakdowns
crazy.
this morning?
Yes.
Like, I feel like some YouTubers have like a wild reaction,
God.
who like review things, but I don't know.
There's three Pauls. Real. There's Jake. There's Dad.
Ugh, I hate the dad.
I'm in the middle.
From what I've learned from the season or the series, I don't know what to call it.
I realized what all of this is about and like what we actually should talk about. We're gonna talk about everything, but I just had a moment. They all love drama. They all love controversy. They love it. That is not for me. I don't watch videos like that. I watch mukbangs, and like
Me
for me,
too.
a mukbang is like so much more drama free.
Mukbangs, mukbang.
I feel. I'll explain later, but I'm excited. I'm fucking Starbucks. I'm fucking ready.
I'm Starbucks up.
I think the reason I don't like Erica so much, I think, is because of her face. Like, I don't want to be mean, but like, I don't find her as pretty as Alyssa Violet's.
Like we're gonna
But
kill.
Alyssa Violet's name does sound kind of like a stripper's name, so I don't know. Or like a porn star.
Let's fucking do this shit.
Let's fucking do this.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm so terrified. Let's slip and do that thing.
Is this good where we're sitting?
So I think what we're gonna do, it'll just be me and you for like the majority, like the big moment of like 40%. Yeah. So I guess what we should do is,
Why are we here?
oh, to meet Erica Costello.
I'm Erica Costello. Hey guys.
Costellers.
You guys are Costellers? Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Well, I'm gonna hang out with them.
Okay. Okay. So you guys can get froyo or like do something fun.
I had ice cream twice today.
Perfect.
Really?
I'm a savage, can't catch me, But
Yeah, we're kind of just splurging, you know?
kind of just living. Yeah.
Well,
Officially.
officially like 4 months, like super official, but before that it was like,
It was a while. We've been together a while. Like a year. Like,
That's what I'd say. I feel like you guys have been doing it a long time. Just like,
We just never like wanted to.
make it like Facebook official.
Yeah.
And like this was like during the time that like all like the shit with like drama was going on, so I just didn't know who to trust ever.
Yeah.
And so like,
It's same.
which was just sad, but
He looks very
you said to
uncomfortable.
me, I don't think we found this part, but you said for like the first year, I think, that you were like, the idea of dating was not in your head.
No, like I the first like 2 years that we were working and living together, I had like a serious boyfriend. Hey.
Did you miss me?
Yeah.
I missed you too.
And I like couldn't. I love you now. Like I couldn't like stand him because I was working for him. You know what I mean? Like it was like, you know what I mean? Like
yeah, great.
when, no, like
Yeah, I didn't like you either.
no, you know what I mean? Like
That actually built a strong foundation, though.
it did.
Well, it's weird because like I never would like thought of her in that way,
Never.
and then like one day like
We spent so much time together too. Like for
They're kind of
like,
cute
2
though,
years,
not
like
gonna
every
lie.
single day for like.
well, one day like we woke up and like I was like, damn, she's hot.
And then
Yeah, yeah, that was.
I thought of a question.
Like, do you think your butt looks work that you get all the time?
My what? Oh, the butt stuff. Yeah.
I got my foot lifted. You have like one of the cutest butts I have
What the
ever
heck?
worked on.
Thank you. From beauty moms. It actually does.
What? Okay. I'm gonna go diarrhea. I'll be back. Jake,
Yeah.
chill. Do you get water? Or coffee?
Maybe water, yeah.
I'm gonna take a shot. Do you want one?
Double it.
Wait, really?
I'm down.
Should everyone take a
I'll get
shot?
fucked
We should
up.
all take a shot.
Wow.
This is very different. Good morning about it.
So, okay, so far it seems pretty cool. I don't know. He seems nervous, if I'm honest. He seems really nervous. As I was saying, yeah, I don't know. He seems very nervous. So that's a good thing. Like, he seems nervous, but he also seems like, I feel like he's a normal person, but I don't want to get too into this yet till we at least get more into the middle of this. So let's continue. And I put the subtitles on for you guys in case you can't, the audio's not good. Oh,
Election day is Tuesday, November 6th, but without your Republican vote.
sorry guys, the ad, but let's continue.
Damn. Oh, right. See, Team 10 has nothing on me.
Fireball.
Yeah.
Wait, are we just doing this?
Are they drinking to kind of get him to spill the tea and loosen up? I feel like maybe. I don't know.
I mean, I've never drank before.
Ever.
Because my audience would be like, I don't know, actually. I just want to put it on my channel. I don't really care.
Yeah.
I think people like it.
People don't.
But I don't think they do.
They do. That's not going on.
He just takes shots like straight out.
Yeah, I'm just not good at
Wait, well,
He seems so uncomfortable.
Me.
It's like, you know, it's like giving into peer pressure. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm really shaking from that coffee. It's supposed to be good.
that's good if he doesn't drink on his channel.
honestly,
Good kid.
not holding anything back, putting everything out there, and just saying, fuck it, let's do this.
Cheers. Yeah, that never gets easier.
Let's talk scabs.
There we go.
Hmm.
That's
So, do you want to come sit?
Yeah. Here? Dun dun.
So, here's kind of what
I feel like maybe he should have talked to Jake Paul alone,
showed me a lot. It showed me
not
you as
with
a person.
his
It
girlfriend
showed
there.
me your guys' relationship. But after doing all the research and hearing all the different sides of the story, hearing your guys' sides and everybody's sides, what I realized was I think the idea of choosing sides, being like, oh, you're the bad guy, oh, she's the bad guy, she's the bad guy, oh, Alyssa's the bad one, FaZe is the bad one, or oh, Jake's the bad one. I think it all, at the end of the day, like
The
doesn't
subtitles
even
are too
matter,
funny. I'm
because
sorry,
when you
guys.
Look at it, everybody is kind of on the same level on all sides. It's like, yes, you know, Alyssa cheated on you and all of that stuff that we'll talk about. What brother would fuck their brother's ex? That doesn't even make any sense.
No.
Is that something that shouldn't bring?
Yeah, that right there is kind of not the smart thing to do, even though he did, I feel like, hurt Alyssa personally. I just don't feel like she should have never gone and did what she did. She could have been a better person than doing that because, again, it's his brother. But he also should have been straight up honest with her and tell her that if he did or didn't like her. But he never did that, so I don't know. I guess she felt that was the one way to hurt him, and I think it did hurt him. And she got what she wanted, and I don't know. I just feel like that part, that doing was very, very wrong. So I don't know.
Like, what was his reaction to that?
Oh. No. No. I don't know if that is something you should.
I've never heard of this guy
But then
either.
you could also say, well, but Jake probably did this. Jake probably did that. So it like balances each other.
I'm so annoying. One, two.
Oh yeah!
It's like, yes, this person might have lied about this situation, whatever.
Because Jake, you're abusive, and you physically abused Alyssa.
Don't know who that guy is either.
It's like,
He's not like a physical abuser. He's not an abuser.
Erica has things too.
She knows everything that I went through. And like she's just
Okay, so real quick, guys, when she was talking about being close friends with, when Alyssa was talking about being close friends with Erica, and Erica was there for her after everything, after everything Alyssa went through with Jake, I just feel like she wasn't a very good friend to her. I mean, what kind of friend dates your friends, your best friend's ex, or whatever friend you're close with? Like, I don't want to see that as cool. And then she completely abandoned her, kicked her out pretty much out of her life when she was kicked out of the house. I feel like Erica was not a good friend at Alyssa. I don't know. That's just the way I see it. I don't know. Again, I don't watch these people, the Jake Paul Team 10 people, so I don't entirely know what's happened with them or what happens, but this is just from judging the last video that was on and judging from there.
Hypocritical.
Everybody says that this happened.
Like 100% proven that face mask was innocent, and he never removed the video.
I feel like it's just everybody has made their career based on controversy, beef, views.
Look, I'm excited for the rest of the series. I literally have no idea what it's about or where it's
Wow,
going.
so
I'm
different.
very honest about that. Like, yeah, I want to do things. I want to be on Twitter.
He's so serious. It's freaking me out. His face.
Basically, anything I do now gets picked up in the press. All press is good press.
Right. But the side effect of that is it kind of puts everybody in the same place of like a mess.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You know what I mean?
No, it is, yeah.
And I had this weird feeling of like, wait, but I like it. And wait, I really like Erica. And like, I feel like I could be friends with her. But what does that mean? Am I dumb? Are people gonna be mad at me for that? But it's like, no, because I liked Phase 2 when I met him. I thought he was cool. I think everybody has their shit that they've done. It's not about making this person look bad or this person look good. It's like, this is your chance to just be like, all right, here's my side of it. Here's my opinion. Here's my story, what I think happened, what I think about these things. Nobody can hate on you for just
Damn, what's up with his face? It's like
Do you know what I mean?
dead
Like,
on.
nobody can hate on that.
I don't know if he's
As much as
bored
I love
or if
Jake,
he's trying to
we
act
don't
serious. I
talk
don't know.
like normal brothers do, I think, as much as
Oh,
we
that's
should.
Logan,
Our family's
okay.
a bit that
I wonder if it was different.
couldn't tell.
This is what it is from my perspective.
For me, like that, I feel like that's why I kind of like never talked about a lot of the controversies was because I told you yesterday, I was like, I just feel like it would just be like me ranting and like trying to defend myself, and it wouldn't seem like real or authentic, you know what I mean? And like people, even if I was telling the truth, like I don't know, I just didn't feel right about like trying to like respond or like have my side of the story out there.
Off camera, we were talking about some things, and we're like, well, if I talk about this thing, then people are going to say I'm lying, or they're going to bring up other things into it.
Exactly.
Or they're gonna add on to it. So it's like, why even talk about it? What I want to do with this is be like, all right, fuck all that. I want to go through everything, but that's kind of the tone I want to set. And also, can I be super honest?
Yeah.
Okay, I woke up with a text from Erica,
Mm.
which was like, Erica, hi. So I've been thinking about the part where we talked about the lake. And even though it's all very true and honest, I don't think it's my place to tell the whole world about it. If Jake wants to talk about it tonight, then you can use that footage. I totally get where she's coming
Ooh,
from.
I wonder what this is.
Figure it out.
Because I want it to come from
Yeah.
him.
So I think there's a lot of fear from a lot of people, right? Like, oh, I don't know if we should talk about certain things, or I don't know, I'm afraid of blackmail and this and that. She recorded this.
And I still have these voicemails like to this day.
He has this.
I had to watch the security footage through FaceTime.
And there's like so much of that.
Like that's the worst thing you can ever do.
She's kind of
To where
pretty.
I realized,
Well, her
like,
face
oh,
kind of pisses me off
everything
too.
has
I
kind
don't
of
know.
been done for music, for fame, and for crazy motives and beef and drama. It's like everybody's kind of on the same page. To where it's like everybody looks bad, which is true. Because everybody's on the same page.
And it's like, so if someone wants to come out later and be like, oh, she lied about this, it's like, yeah, I have proof. When I got that text up, screenshots.
That song, I actually watched that song. It was crazy.
Don't make me tell them the truth.
The one with Alyssa Violet in it with Logan Paul. Yeah, it was crazy.
You're gonna be fine. I was even looking at the assault thing, and we'll talk about that later, but I was looking at that, and I was like, you know what? Even that, it's like the fact that that was a video, that was the title, that the video's still up right now, the fact that Erica, you were on the news talking about it, it was very
Sorry,
much,
got
and I'm
text.
sure there's a reason for it, but it was very much like capitalizing on something that isn't good. So
Right.
it was very much like, oh, we're
Gonna
Twitter,
mute my phone.
people are talking about it.
Or
It's a thing.
silent, whatever.
Thank you for putting yourself out there for my vlog so I can get the views.
I thought he was holding a Siamese cat.
Right, and the video's never been taken down. I mean, I didn't really lose much from it. I blew the fuck up from it, to be honest.
So I think going into this with that mindset of like, we're all on the fucking same page.
Sorry, you had to get dragged into this kid's life and all this YouTube drama and craziness that goes
Aw.
down. Well, we did a vlog.
There is
Yeah,
a
he's
lot,
kind of
a
crazy.
lot of controversies and a lot of drama. But I think the main thing people want is for Jake to actually talk about shit as a person,
Yes.
not as a video, not
Mhm.
as, PR-ish, like just as a fucking person, and just be like, this is what happened.
Yeah, I feel like I just want to hear Jake's side of the story. I want him to be honest. I don't want him to worry about camera. cameras or anything. I feel like his personality, the way it's like up and crazy, I feel like that's just for his YouTube videos. But I feel like, yeah, just for views, just for YouTube. I feel like behind camera, he's chill. He's this guy. He's like calm, chill, relaxed, not crazy as he is when he's on YouTube. That's the way I see it. I mean, I don't know what else to tell y'all, but I just feel like it's an act for YouTube. So I decided to just take off the subtitles because I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like they were getting annoying and distracting. They were distracting me at least. But again, I'm recording my Bandicam, guys. I can only do 10 minutes at a time, so I haven't paid for it. I don't know what kind of screen recording things are good, so I'm just gonna use this. Let's start before this video becomes longer than it needs to be.
This is how I feel about it. And I think you have somebody right now that has your back, and who also calls you out your shit, and who also actually cares about you as a person, not as Jake. So, that's also why I want you here. Having somebody who can trust me, and somebody you really, really can trust her.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree.
Oops, sorry, guys.
I just
He's so
want my
uncomfortable.
truths to be out there.
Oh, I want to hug him. He looks so
And yeah,
sad.
you're right. So it's like what Nick said. It is super complicated, and there's like so much. It is a lot of the situations are super complicated.
Yeah, literally, some of the answers to these questions can literally be like, I just wanted a Twitter moment. I wasn't thinking about it. I just wanted a little moment. Like if that's one of your answers, fucking own it, because that's real and honest. And if one of them is like super complicated, but it all boils down to the fact that like you wanted money or power.
I'm distracted by her lips. I'm sorry. I feel like they're just huge.
Because those
Not like
people on the
huge,
other
but
side would do the
bigger.
same shit.
Like, I don't know how to describe it.
Everybody's
They're noticeable. That's the word.
You've changed. Even though I just met you, I can tell. I just feel that. But Jake, a year ago, like that's who we're talking about.
Yeah, it's a lot different.
Yeah.
Way
Much different.
Yeah. So let's do it.
Dun dun dun.
Leaving you.
Bye.
Good luck.
Okay, she is leaving. Good. It's gonna be just them two. That's good.
At Spirit Mountain Casino, uncover big prizes, cash giveaways, and
Oh, sorry,
spectacular
guys.
events.
I hate these stupid ads.
This is just me and you. I have a list. I made a full
long
list
list.
of everything. So we're just gonna go through it. So here we go. The first thing that's very much, I think, is the Martinez twins. They came out, they made a video saying you bullied them. You used clips of the videos, you were destroying their room, you were, chaining them to things.
Damn, already tough question to start with.
It's crazy because like the Martinez twins and all of us were like best friends. I don't know, like I think their new manager like flipped the switch inside their head to like turn them against us. But like for them to say that I bullied them, like first of all, those pranks on them are like fake. Like my vlogs are like it's like lightly scripted, and so when all those pranks, I like tell them I'm gonna do it, and then like they're like okay, and then I do it.
Good morning, Martinez.
Okay, so for people to say like I was bullying them, or for
I don't
them to
think
say
I heard
that,
of these
it's like,
twins.
We would film videos
So,
all the time, like
The
tell each
series,
other
I'm
that
not
we
sure.
were gonna, like,
I know
prank
there's
each
these
other
twins, but I don't know if
before.
they're the Martinez twins or if there's someone else.
You would let us
Other
know, like,
twins.
the night before, like, hey, by the way, I'm gonna, like, pretend to wake you up tomorrow with, like, the leaf blower.
Wake up! This is Spain. Spain, man. No, this is Spain.
I think they just wanted to like capitalize on leaving Team 10 as much as possible to gain like momentum that way.
Sorry. It's okay. Yeah, I was excited. It's everything okay.
Aw, they're so sweet.
Do you think anything happened with you guys
Their
where
accent's cute.
you went too far with either saying something to them, doing something to them, or something where it was like they felt okay about kind of beating it up people?
I wish the Martinez twins were here.
Oh my god, bro.
They'd be like, "What the heck is us Americans doing?" And I'm like, "I want to play soccer." I
Wow.
think I think sometimes there was a language barrier. When we would like be joking around, like off camera, a lot. Like sometimes I would see them like get mad at me, but I would always try to fix it and like
You know what it is? No. It's a Boston. Yeah, Boston. No. I'm actually proud of you. That's good. I like to make fun of you, but you guys are actually good.
Again, I don't know why everything got so malicious with that. Like, I don't know. I feel like we could still be friends till this day.
That's what you man. Are you kidding?
Why would you volunteer yourself to let that happen to you?
He was saying to us all the time because it was funny for them.
But even if you were, I think it's one of those things where it's like that sounds.
They sound like they're like from like Middle Eastern or something. They're twins, but I think are they Hispanic? I think is what he said. Their accent.
Sure, there's like a thing flashing in the back, so do you want to take a second? I just gotta move that.
Yeah. So, there's a little break, change lighting and stuff, but also
Oops, sorry.
talking off camera. This is another one of those instances where it's like, we should talk about this stuff on camera because it looks like we're putting blame on things. So I'm just gonna say my thought and respond. For me, when I was a kid and I grew up in a household where there was no line. I mean, it was aggressive. The jokes were crazy. It was offensive, and I'm not saying it's good. I wouldn't raise my kids that way, especially now. But that's where I came from, right? So when I started YouTube, and I started saying jokes, and I started saying things with my friends and stuff, I didn't know it was too far. I didn't know where the line was, and I quickly realized, and it kind of fucked my life up, basically. I'm assuming.
Yeah, like our friend group is very much like kind of that same way. Like the way we were raised, like it was.
Hello, who want chicken fried rice? We got chicken fried rice.
Crazy. Like there was like no line. Like very like high school locker room type like vibes. Like you can say anything. People are saying the most messed up things, and that's like how I was raised. And like I think the Martinez twins, like I said, came into that environment where it was like me, my best friend Anthony, my best friend Chance. Anything was a joke to us. We talk about each other's moms. We talk about sisters. Like we diss each other. Like
So boys, and girls. Yeah.
And anything that people said about me or like my family, like it was all just jokes, and like that was best friends. Like that was like our comedy. And so I think like when we would say jokes to like the Martinez twins.
Say Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Yeah, you got it.
I think at the time they thought it was funny, but then maybe looking back on it, they were like, oh, they were like being racist or like.
Can you give me a specific example of what went down with that?
Literally, we would greet each other, like the Martinez twins would walk into the house, like, and if we were all sitting there, they'd be like, what's up, crackers? And like, they'd like call us like stupid, like, white people, and like they call us like stupid Americans. We're like, what up, beaners? Like we would just like give it back, like bros being bros. And when they left, I think they like used that against us.
Beaner. Like how he's joking about that. Like he cannot joke about that.
To be like, oh yeah, they called us like this and that, when like that was the culture in that house. And they did it to us too. Like everyone would just like joke around.
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Do you think that experience made you change a little bit? Because I didn't notice any of that. Granted, I was there, there was a camera, whatever. But did that
I don't know. This is kind of like.
There is this.
I'm only gonna do 70 minutes, I think, of this, and then I'm gonna sleep.
Like those words wouldn't
because I've been disappointed.
come out of my mouth.
And then after that,
I'd be scared. Like
I'm going
someone
to.
just even
I don't know.
saying that I said
Record the
something
second part later.
You have to find out where that line is. And like I said, like growing up, my parents, or mainly my dad, like there was no line with jokes or anything. And
wow. I hate the dad so much.
From that situation.
So fucking much. Pardon
not
my
everyone's
French.
going to joke around the same way. And even if they are joking around, they might not actually be okay with like that environment.
I know it's hard because you don't want to blame family, you don't want to blame whatever, but also the truth of it is like everything you are, all of it, is really rooted in how you were raised and your childhood. Like, it's so obvious to me, some of these things. Like, you had no control when you were a kid. It's like you're going house to house to house to house, back to mom, back to dad, back to mom, back to dad. Your dad doesn't really have a line. He's like offensive, whatever. It's like,
Am I sexy? So sexy. I am tired. Is that sexy?
That's so sexy.
Is that sexy?
So
So
sexy.
sexy.
it does all kind of make sense when you look at it that way.
Hey, will you take a picture with me?
Sure. I'm not kissing you.
I didn't want to cross the line and bring their family
feel
into
like-
it, but kind of you have to.
Yeah,
Nice.
like
Sense.
yeah.
He looks
With
so
a lot of
uncomfortable.
it, you know, like, is there anything else you want to say about them before we move on? I mean, and by the way, it's okay to be mad at them, right? I'm not telling you to sit here and be like,
That's what I mean. Like I am mad at them. Like
yeah,
I literally took them from like I went and visited them in their hometown in Spain, and I
Spain,
got
that's
there
where
and
they're
like
from. Okay, that
got to
explains
their
it.
house. They couldn't even speak English at the time,
No se tiene que enterar de nada.
and I was staying at their apartment just so I could meet them and potentially sign them to Team 10. Their mom barely had any money. Like, it was like a bad
Aw.
area. And like, I took them out of there. Like, I saw potential in them, brought them to the United States, literally taught them like how to speak English.
Days a
Wow.
station, right?
Yeah,
That's so sad. I didn't know that.
Normally you'd
I
say
thought everybody
Mary's
comes into
Castle,
Team
there
10
is
was like
a
from rich
castle.
families.
Bro, it's cool. I'm actually like, I'm the best.
Gave them a place to stay, and then like they go and say that I bullied them, like, and was racist. Like, when I was like the first person that they would ever even like feel comfortable to speak English with. Like, I don't know.
I wouldn't do that.
Wow, that's
We
tough.
love you. You're my big brother, man.
These are the fake ones.
That's why I'm mad about it, because
What?
Real? Was that a tear? Oh, baby.
Oh, I love you.
Bro, it looks good in my hand.
to me on my end, it's like I love them.
Kind of getting,
as, like,
it's getting me
little brothers.
teary-eyed a little bit.
And like it was more than just like me helping them get followers. Yeah, I think that's why it pissed me off. Because like one day, then all of a sudden they like forget all of that and try to bash my name. And will successfully bash my name.
And I'm sorry, Jim. I'm so sorry because of these.
okay. So another reason that everybody, actually, you know what? Something I haven't actually asked you. Why do you think people hate you or instantly don't?
Election day is Tuesday.
Okay.
I think there's a
Sorry,
lot of reasons.
stupid ad.
A lot of my fans like skew younger, so I think like the older generation watches my videos. They don't like my videos. They think like they're just like garbage and like cringy and all that stuff.
She's gonna break the world record for most
Explains
dabs in a minute.
Let's go.
Two, like I have gotten into a lot of shit that would make people be like, this kid's a jackass. Like standing on top of the news van. Like at the time, I watched the video back and like I thought it was the funniest thing in the world. I still think it is, like, because that's like my personality. But like watching that from like an outside perspective, and like detaching myself from it, like I look like a fucking douchebag.
I guess he didn't like my shoes, but I don't think they're so bad.
Like look, like that was terrible. But I think the people that like know me and like the fans were like that was hilarious. I think I come off like with like a cocky vibe as well, and like nobody likes anyone who's cocky. With the "It's Everyday Bro" song,
Amen.
I'm literally like just bragging and like talking shit the whole entire time. For people who didn't know me, and that was like their first impression of me, they're like, "Wow, this kid sucks at rapping and he's just bragging about dumb shit." As like the list of controversies piles up, and there just began to become this like bandwagon of like fuck Jake Paul. And once that momentum like goes, it's hard to do anything to reverse that. And like everything, little thing that you do from then on out just amplifies what everyone thought anyways.
Wow.
And I mean, I have done like shit, that's not okay. So like, makes sense on why people don't like me.
What I'm curious about is there's things you've done that you know were bad or aren't okay, but I think you might have a hard time seeing it from the other perspective. For example, looking at it from the neighbor's perspectives, like that's a fucking nightmare, right? Looking at it from my perspective, if I lived next door to that,
or bored,
I would
I
like
should say.
not,
Bored, tired.
I would not fuck with you. I would be like, this sucks. Fuck this guy. This imagine like all these people on the street all the time, fucking news, all this shit. So I was seeing that side of it. But I don't know if even to this day you really like see that side. What are your thoughts on this?
No, I get it. The neighbor situation, again, like it just spiraled out of control. Everyone was just stuck. Everyone was just like stuck. I was stuck with them being my neighbors. The neighbors couldn't go anywhere because that was their houses, and like there was fans outside all the time. I was stuck in that house. I was trapped inside, but I had to keep on like making videos on a day-to-day basis, and it just was a situation that like kept on getting worse and worse. I think where everyone needed to do better was like just having like all the neighbors like communicate. No one ever communicated with to me their problems. It was always like, oh, let me go talk to the news station, or let me go talk to like the paparazzi. No, the neighbors never said, Jake, like, can you not do this? Can you not do that? And
Makes
honestly,
sense.
like a lot of the blame was like on me, but I didn't tell fans to come to my house, which everyone thinks I did.
Have you ever talked about how the address got leaked? Because I don't think.
No. So, I don't think it's ever been talked about. One of the employees was trying to get Team 10 set up on some Google account. He put an address in, and it was the actual address of the house, not like the accountant's office or anything like that. He didn't know. It was an unfortunate situation. Then when you type in Team 10, the house address came up.
For what reason, I don't know. Like, they just started showing up, and it became like a thing for people to come to our house.
I told you guys not to come to my house. Apparently, you guys don't listen when I say not to come to my house. Now everyone's gonna show up. Great.
The rumor was you
Wow.
guys leaked the address. And the truth is, one of the employees fucked up, and like, it was too late, and that sucks.
Yeah.
But the whole world thinks that we wanted to make a spectacle of ourselves, or Jake wanted to make a spectacle of himself.
Never heard of this guy
And
either till like the last
that's all. It was
episodes.
awful.
And I tried talking to there was like one neighbor who was like mainly pissed. And I talked to him like in person. I was like, yo, like, how can I make the situation better? We tell fans not to come. We have our own security 24/7 to kick fans away from our house. I can't even walk out of my house without
That's fucked up.
paparazzi.
Who
Like,
does
I
that?
hated it too. Like, I felt like a prisoner in my own house.
Trying to
See
take in
what's so
somebody's
crazy?
face.
We have to deal with people
Even-
assaulting us.
Even if you don't like them. If you don't like someone, don't do that.
Like, we're just trying to make videos and make people laugh.
Really the only solution was for us to leave, which we
That's
tried
sad.
to do as fast as possible. And when we did leave, that solved it, you know. So, but I get why the neighbors hated me. Like, I really do. Obviously, like the fire thing, we didn't know it was gonna turn into like that big of a fucking thing. We thought it was just gonna like light a little thing on fire, and obviously like it uproared, and like there's no excuse for it. We're just being dumbasses and making money from it. It was at the height. Like, no YouTuber had ever like blown up that fast. And it's like, I'm not gonna stop. Doing my job because my neighbors are pissed, to be honest. Like,
And did you feel
That's
almost
fucked up.
like, oh, I'm getting attention? It doesn't matter.
That's kind of messed up. You gotta be considerate of the people around you. It's not just what you like. I feel
Because I'm
like
getting all
that's
this
more.
attention. And then when the neighbors say, like, fuck Jake Paul, you're a very vengeful person. You like revenge. So you're like, fuck that neighbor. I'm going to do it bigger. Oh, I'm going to fucking get an air horn. I'm going to do all this crazy shit. And then it's
Wow.
like,
Poor neighbors, they have
the
to like deal with that
consequences,
for so long.
you
I don't know.
are now hated by a lot of people. You know, you got all the attention, but you also now, a lot of people don't like you. I mean,
yeah, I don't know if I like love that specific attention though.
No.
With like the neighbors, like I didn't like beefing with them, you know. Like we would have to be next to each other. You know, we had to see each other all the time.
I think the other thing is like the recklessness, right? For example, this is a personal thing. never talked about it. But one of my friends who's
Trying to sit
pregnant
straight,
was
sorry.
walking across the parking lot, and you were driving, and all your friends were in the car, and I don't think you were even vlogging, but you guys were just being crazy in the parking lot, and you like almost hit her. And she called me, and she was freaking out. She was pissed, and she works in the internet world, and she was like, "That fucking Jake Paul kid literally almost fucking killed me, man. Baby, I'm so fucking pissed. Like, what do I do? Like, I'm so fucking pissed right now." And I was just like, whoa. So I think it's one of those things where I don't think you would do that from what I saw yesterday. But why do you think you were doing stuff like that at that time?
If I look down, it's just because my camera's up here, so I'm sorry for that.
I think genuinely, like, we were just having the time of our lives. Like,
How long do I have?
when I was a kid, like, I would do, like, stupid shit
forever.
for fun. Oh, like, you go and TP someone's house, go bang someone's house, go ding-dong ditching, get in trouble, mess with people in public. Like, that's what we did for fun.
Hi, wait, do you know who SpongeBob is? He's my friend. Will you help me get him out? Please? Yeah, we out here in the streets. We running in. What's up? What's Gucci? How y'all doing today? Faster.
Yeah.
I think I carried that into a lot of my videos.
Please report. Are you Jake Paul? She is not a Jake Paul, but
I was, like, growing like crazy and, like, making a ton of money off of it. Like, I was just having fun and, like, doing whatever I wanted. And, like, that was, like, the momentum behind, like, my channel was, like, kind of, like, rebellious and, like, no one's ever done this crazy type of shit before, and, like, this is new. And I think that's why I grew so fast.
Yeah, I think the fame, the money, and all that did get to him, so he started thinking, you know, if I act more crazy, I'll get more views, I'll get more famous, I'll get more well-known, more money. So I think it was like a drug, like, it made him feel good, and he did not want to stop. So I feel like that's the reason why he acts so crazy for his
It's
YouTube
because
videos,
people
but
just keep
behind
watching
camera,
and be
he's
like,
chill.
this is out of control, but it's, like, so entertaining, and, like, this kid will do anything. And as I got more views and more money, like without even, like, psychologically, like, in the back of your head, without even thinking about it. Like, I wasn't like, hey, I'm gonna go do this and make more money. Like, in the back of your head, you're like, let's just keep on going and, like, creating content. We'll do whatever we want for content. I don't care what the consequences are. I think that's something that I learned is, like, for every action, there's a consequence. And I know that now, but, like, I don't think I realized that in, like, the height of my, like, vlogging days. I just would act and not really care what the result was. And
I'm glad he's being honest right now.
it was dumb.
I mean, I think even just hearing you say that, being like, listen, I didn't give a fuck, having fun with my friends, getting views, that at the moment meant more to me than, you know, I wasn't fucking thinking about others.
I'm trying to get comfy, sorry.
You know, from what I saw yesterday, I don't think. I mean, you were literally driving under the speed limit. You weren't even filming it. You were, like, pretty cautious. You know, so I don't know. Do you feel that way? Like, you're kind of done looking bad?
For sure. No, yeah. Like, 1,000%. I didn't realize, like, what I was doing, you know, until after the fact.
Did your parents ever step in and say, like, when things were getting really crazy or when you were doing things that were like, whoa, did your parents ever step in and be like, don't do that, why are you doing that?
I don't think my parents saying anything would have, like, stopped anything, though, to be honest. And I think they might have known that, who knows, but yeah.
That's awesome. So this is something that's, like, a lot. There's
Oh, great, sorry.
right now that a lot of people are talking about.
So it's a video a lot of people are talking
He is
about.
intensely hated
What is
by
this?
most other creators now.
You said a lot of your audience is between 8 and 16. You know that they're young. So here's what people are saying, and what the video said. You're constantly promoting your merch, like a lot.
Out of a 13-minute and 50-second video, nearly 7 minutes of that time is devoted to advertising products.
Excessively.
Who the hell's that New York City guy? I gotta watch him.
Merch is very much always a part of every video, like a lot, like 50% of it or more, right? You can make a song all about merch. You made jokes and said, like, hey kids, tell your parents to buy my merch. Tell your parents that I want this merch, whatever.
Go tell your mama she gotta buy it all.
You know, you had kids join Team 10. You had like maybe Jake Paul. Like, you very much created a world of like something that kids want to watch. You're catering to children.
My little dude here was rocking the merch. Show him, turn him around. That's what I'm talking about. Did you have the underwear on
He's so cute.
Oh! Even tagging her videos like family friendly, but also tagging her like sexy girls, which is a little weird. So people basically think that you're manipulating young people, kids watching, to spend their money on you, to buy your merch.
All right, Ben, we need to sell some merch, you know? You're cute, so they'll buy the merch if you wear it. I'm gonna need you to put this on and go in front of the camera, okay?
So I'm curious, like, what your reaction is, what people say. That's like
I honestly think it's fucking stupid that people think that's manipulative. Yeah, I mean, I don't see a problem with it at all. Like, just because my fans are younger, does that mean I'm manipulating them? Like,
Merch link in bio. We got some hot new merch.
My merch has come.
I don't think a kid would actually believe that and be like, wow, I'm not cool if I don't have this, and like, hey mom, like, I need this to be cool, will you buy this for me? A big part of my content is like to make someone's day.
So that's why I'm working every single day, is so that I can inspire you or make your day better, just so that you can take over the world one day.
And to me, like, that's what the merchandise is about. Like, in a way, is like, it's being a part of
My cousin is like
that
obsessed
community,
with his
like,
merch.
wearing something that like actually
He has a couple of
something and,
Jake
like,
Paul
reminds
merch.
you of something, or reminds you of being positive, or reminds you of being happy. And I know, like, I promote the shit out of my merch like crazy, maybe sometimes too much, but for people to say that I'm like trying to manipulate younger kids it's like, it's ridiculous.
So you spoke your truth on that, and I think we should respect that. Psychologically, what it looks like to me, and when I watched that video, I agreed with what he was saying.
Younger viewers are unlikely to understand the
Hell
difference
is this
between
guy?
advertising and entertainment.
But I agreed with it because I'm a 30-year-old guy who I just get that, right?
There's some legitimate brainwashing going on. It's very predatory on these kids.
And I don't mean this as an insult at all, but I don't know if you know what's right or wrong with a lot of things, and I think you are kind of emotionally and in other ways stunted as a kid, and you show that in a lot of ways with like the crazy things you're doing, and like just the house and the Legos and the wall, and like always wanting friends around, and always wanting like attention, and always like doing these crazy things. And
We're making snow.
I agree.
Okay. Buying these crazy toys, and buying, it's very much like, once again, I think you're very smart. I'm not saying you're stupid, but I don't think you are this evil genius who like knows how to manipulate kids. So I agree. I don't think you're purposely doing that, but I don't think you know why it is wrong. Like, for example, you made that song about teachers, right? Which pissed off a lot of people. Now, in your head,
What song is that? Never heard it.
like, a 12-year-old.
I didn't like school. I still don't.
Me
You're still
either.
thinking as a kid, and you're still thinking teachers suck. Fuck teachers, they were mean to me.
Yeah.
I fucking hate teachers, right?
On my last day of school, I said goodbye. Most kids were still talking smack, and a teacher even asked me, "What are you going to do when social media dies?" on my way out. I just smiled and waved. They didn't understand the vision.
Because that's how I felt when I was little. But people who might not be a little bit stunted see that as like, why the fuck would you say that about teachers? That's crazy, right?
Mr. Paul, what's the answer? Why don't you tell us some shit that we're actually going to use in our real lives?
So,
No.
I think it's one of those things where, for example, you're watching a TV show with your kid, right? Say you're watching, like, SpongeBob.
Oh, this
If
is getting boring.
SpongeBob
Come on, dude.
Every 10 seconds is like, buy my merch.
Merch? What? Like, look at all this merch. You can buy always plug.
Always, right? I was saying things like, teachers are stupid. and would have videos with like, you know, a couple crazy sexual moments or a couple crazy things going on.
Hey, nice bottle, Lisa.
You know, as a parent, you'd be like, I don't want my kids watching that. Or you'd be like, wait, what the fuck was SpongeBob trying to sell my kid shit?
But isn't there like commercials in between SpongeBob?
Yeah, but it's not SpongeBob. You're the one that the kid trusts and loves and looks up to and wants to be. So having you tell them to buy things and tell them.
Sorry. Again, also, I can only record 10 minutes at a time, so the videos might be a little off, I guess. I don't know. Whatever you want to call them.
So having you tell them to buy things and tell them the teacher's son is going to affect them. And I don't even think you're doing it on purpose. I don't think you're manipulating on purpose. I just think that's one of the consequences of the internet is people having a platform, having millions of people watch. Who
I can imagine how annoying it must have been to edit all this.
Not the best thing to do.
Like,
because I don't think anybody
a lot
around
of
you
work.
is
I can barely manage to edit my own videos.
So, like, why would you stop?
I mean, I think that's again just like people finding a reason to be like fuck Jake Paul. To me, honestly,
it's not a fuck Jake Paul thing. It's a would I want my kids watching that thing? It's like, is it right to constantly tell kids to buy things that they're not telling you to change it or telling you to stop promoting your merch or any of that? I'm just telling you where those people are coming from when they say that. Because I'm not a fuck Jake Paul person at all. But I also see, like, yeah, writing a song about fuck teachers is like not cool.
but I didn't do that. I basically made a song like nothing my teachers taught me in school do I utilize in my day-to-day life. At least from my experience, like they were like, Jake, you're never gonna become shit. Jake, what are you gonna do in Valentine's Day? Jake, like you have to learn how to speak this in French. But like, why would like, I don't know, like.
Did you and your teacher didn't get along or something? I don't know. Go figure. Anyway, so he called me yesterday. He's the principal at the high school now, and he wondered if maybe you would be interested in speaking at the commencement in June.
I think a lot of kids did relate to that song, and like I relate to that song, and like I wish my teachers did.
Sorry, I have lipstick on, so I don't want to like.
I get talk so much shit about them like in my vlogs.
I know, but you could pull up in your Rolls Royce. Get your.
I'm actually so down.
The mom is too much. I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't like her.
You know what? I'm totally kidding you.
Wow. What kind of mom does that? What a fucked up.
Teachers.
Hold on. First of all, the mom is embarrassing. How are you gonna get your kid riled up like that? He seemed us very uncomfortable, and then, you know, the mom's sick in the head. Don't like the mom. Don't like the dad.
English, math, whatever, all those things. But you do use
Poor
it.
kid.
So to say you don't use any of it, it's
It's like his whole life is a
The
competition.
things that you wanted teachers to teach you, that you think they didn't teach you, in all honesty, are things that it's not the teacher's job. It's the parent's job. And
I was gonna make it to part 2, call my parents never.
Yeah, but that's fucking true.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like the teacher shouldn't have to tell you not to blow up your backyard. The teacher shouldn't have to tell you not to promote merch to kids. That's all things that happen. And you know, and that's the truth of that.
Yeah.
I just don't know who's around being like, don't post that.
Yo, I'm getting my dad to crowd surf. No. Yeah. Who wants vlog dad to crowd surf? We lost him.
The only advice I give on that is like, I think going forward, you might need to have somebody that you hire or somebody around you to be like, hey, no, that's gonna get twisted. Don't post that. Or hey, let's not really shoot that music video. That's a little too far, because that's what they have on TV. They have standards of practice. They have that kind of stuff. And on YouTube, you don't. So that would save you a lot of shit, because you've seen before on YouTube, like wish there would have been somebody around saying, you can't post it. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about that?
No, I agree. I mean, it's definitely useful. I think it's hard to be like, I mean, I'd rather just have you do it. Like, honestly.
Can you imagine? Jake, send me a video, let me prove it.
I don't know.
No, that's really funny, but also
Like,
you have a lot of power. It's a lot, right? Which means you need responsibility. It's like Spider-Man.
but I don't want to become like so like squeaky clean that it's like not fun anymore. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I think you can still be crazy. You can still do crazy things. But I think you don't know what the line is. Here's the thing, I don't think you're manipulative. I don't think you know. I don't think you're trying. But I also...
It's not even about that. It just bothers me that like people would even try to make that connection. Like I'm trying to manipulate an 8-year-old kid to buy my shit. Like when I was 12 years old, me and my brother had a YouTube channel and we like made our own merch.
Wow, they look so
Pretty nice, high
young.
quality. So it's up to you if you want to buy a t-shirt like that. It's pretty nice, actually. I'm gonna give those ones to my cousins. So
it's like I've been doing that shit my whole life. So like for people trying to say like I'm just doing it to manipulate and trying to make money off of kids, like shut the fuck up. That's how I feel about it. Which like that's just me being honest.
Yeah, no.
The teacher thing I get. The teacher thing is like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that, but I did, and like.
I do agree, though. There is some like teachers that don't really teach you anything. They just like, I feel like they're just there for a paycheck. They're not there for the kid. They're not there to teach the kid. There'll be teachers who'll be like, here, just hand you packets, let you do it on your own. They don't teach you. They don't go through the problems with you, I feel like.
Okay, let's go for a second.
Election day is Tuesday, November 6th.
Okay, this thing.
Sorry, it was a stupid ad.
Is bigger.
Excuse me. This is
It's
videos
something that we
number
talked
1
about a lot
on trending.
yesterday, and it also, to me, kind of explains a lot. One of the first big situations that happened that kind of made everybody not like you was Alyssa Violet, your ex-girlfriend, supposed ex-girlfriend. She said she got kicked out. She was mad. She made a whole long video about it. She showed Snapchats of all her stuff, like in boxes. And I even remember when I saw that, I was like, whoa. I was like, this is fucking crazy. Like, what is this? And that was very much like one of the first things I heard, I think. Yeah. So there's a lot to that story. I don't know how much you want to go into, but I think you should. Also, I talked to Keemstar about it because I know he's friends with her and her boyfriend and stuff, and he said the same thing I did, which is like it's kind of necessary because it explains a lot. Yeah. So wherever you want to start.
It's hard for me to talk about, for many reasons. And like one of them is like I don't want to like start shit again, just because like I'm so like I hate the drama now. Like it's like so overplayed, and like you, I've met with Banks in person, and like we've both said out loud like if it weren't for this situation, like we would probably be homies. But where do I start?
Okay.
What is your fear about talking about this?
My fear with talking about it is like it's such like a sticky situation, and like if I talk about it, like it's just gonna like bring up all the shit again, and a lot of the reason why I didn't talk about the situation or like my side of the situation is like to defend my brother. think that's why. But
I know the fear of like, oh, if I talk about this, then maybe it'll start another beef and a battle. From what I've heard, they don't want that. I think they're wanting to move on. And I think they probably are going to understand like that this is necessary to talk about. And also, this is something that is kind of public knowledge. It's like there's been news stories about it and stuff. He tweeted something and then deleted it. When I found this out, I was like, whoa, how is Jake not more fucked up? Like, it was crazy, right? And I know that there's 10 sides to every story, but like, just, well, yeah.
So I guess like backtrack, like Alyssa and I always like really liked each other. We were always like dating, but like not really. Like, were we a thing? Yes, we were a thing. One day we're not. One day we were. It was a very like rocky like sort of relationship. I wasn't at the time mature enough to know like how to be a boyfriend. We would always like get into arguments and like and be fighting and like go through like ups and downs. Like everyone would see it around us. Basically, I did something that I think it was like I did like a bunch of things that like pissed her off, and like she wanted to get revenge, I guess is the word. What do you use, bro? It was a combination of things. Like I did, like again, like it was just me like not knowing how to treat her, like me.
I agree.
Being like mean towards her, or like saying things in an argument that like would piss her off, even business things, because she was like a part of Team 10. When we would like not be dating, like I would go and talk to other girls, and yes, she would go talk to other guys, but I think everything just like added up, and it was like this like really bad situation. I think like if someone sat down and talked to her to like today, she would say like it was just it was a terrible situation. Like we were living together, we were doing business together, we were dating, we weren't dating. I was like her like manager basically. Like it was just a terrible situation, and like I think she would say the same thing till this day.
I agree. Don't date people
we would
you do
always do shit
business
to
with.
piss each other off.
Or like don't do business with family. Also, I don't know how to describe it. He looks very uncomfortable.
I don't even like it. I don't want to like. I just never said it before. Like, but basically, she came up with a plan in her head that like she wanted to make me feel the way that, or she wanted me to feel the way that she felt, because she thought that I like hurt her so much, and she wanted me to feel that same pain. And so I think out of spite, she began a relationship with my brother behind my back, like without me knowing about it, and it was a sexual relationship, and it was.
So what?
While we were dating, while we were on.
What I don't get is, like I said earlier, her sleeping with a brother. I feel like that was a horrible thing to do. And what kind of brother sleeps with their brother's girlfriend or ex-girlfriend? I just don't understand. So that's like a whole level of fucked up, both parties. Her, Logan, and him too.
In the back of her head, I think, like I know actually, that she wanted me to find out. And
makes sense. She was upset.
And that was like her way of like hurting me and then getting revenge for the way that I hurt her. I don't know. And so
like sitting in on the couch like this one night, and my friend comes up to me and is like, "Hey man, like I've been kind of like putting clues together, but like someone needs to tell you." And like Nick was standing right there, and the person who was telling me, and I was like, "What's going on?" And he was just like, "Alyssa and your brother have been having sex."
Wow.
And I didn't even know what I did.
You fucked around with other females. You played her too.
My mind was going like a million miles per hour, and
That's why she did what she did. It's not right, but
it kind of like immediately, like without asking him why he thought that or like what the clues were, how they even found that out, I was like, yeah, like that makes like it all makes sense now. Like I can totally see that.
That's tough.
And I was shocked. I didn't know how to react. I think I was like heartbroken. For many reasons. I was like, how could like why would my brother do this?
I agree.
Was
Why?
like one of my first thoughts. And I think like yes, like in our fucked up relationship, like we did a lot of messed up things to hurt each other, but like that to me was like
Most fucked up thing you could do.
like that was it for me. I was like, I don't want to look at this girl. I can't believe this. Like, I don't even really want to like talk to her. And so I stayed silent for like 3 days, and I don't know if I need to like go into any more detail really.
Wow. He seems hurt.
Listen, I want to hear the rest, but I also don't want this to look like
He was almost crying.
I don't want this to be like a fuck Alyssa, thing where we're throwing her under the bus, whatever. And you said you did things to her too, but I do want to say, from an outside perspective, my brain can't process. My brain can't process.
His voice is getting shaky.
This in your brother doing that. So I think
Wow.
That was like the reaction like you're having right now. It's like, what happened to me? Like I sat there for like 3 hours, like silently.
Wow.
I don't know. I couldn't process it either. Like I had so many questions. Like
That's so sad.
I wanted to like.
Let's go.
Punch my brother
His
in
eyes
the
are
face.
watery.
But again, it's like it's not like as much as the situation is messed up, like it's not throwing Alyssa under the bus. It's not throwing like my brother under the bus. Like
this is something that I don't think that many people in the world have gone through, and nobody really would know how to process this. And also, just because you're Jake Paul and people hate you and you've done whatever shit, like it doesn't mean that you're not allowed to fucking process this and talk about it and figure it out. Because, like, what that is, no matter what bad stuff you did, you're allowed to feel like that was probably one of the most fucked up things ever. Because it is.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I agree.
and I know I just met you, but, like, when I heard that, I don't understand, and also,
Sorry, again.
This is something that I don't think that many people in the world have gone through, and nobody really would know how to process this. And also, just because you're Jake Paul and people hate you and you've done whatever shit, like, it doesn't mean that you're not allowed to fucking process this and talk about it and figure it out. Because, like, what that is, no matter what bad stuff you did, you're allowed to feel like that was probably one of the most fucked up things ever. Because it is.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, and I know I just met you, but, like, when I heard that, I don't understand, and also, it's not something a human can understand. Okay? So, like, and I hate that you're, like, afraid to even process it because you're afraid of, like, drama. This isn't drama. This isn't, like, a Keemstar video. This is, like, real fucking shit. This is real life. This is your brother. So take away the fear of what people are going to say or analyze, and I actually want to know what's in your head. And did you talk to your brother? How did you get over this? / are you not over this?
No, I'm over it. I like don't like to like me as a person, like I don't want to like hold grudges against people.
I just want to hug him. I never
Alyssa
liked Jake
wanted
Paul, but
me
just
to find
wanna hug
out
him.
about it, and she wanted me to have the reaction that I did, and that was like her way of like hurting me, and I think she wanted to like try like to split Logan and I up. And if I just like let that, like it gave me so many trust issues.
Yeah.
But for me, that was like, if I just let this like manipulate my life, then like I'm giving her like what she wanted. Like if I let this like affect me and like ruin my life, and I just like become depressed and like sad about it, like then she won. And that's why like I had to like fight against it. And like for my brother, I think that's where I was more disappointed. And I talked to him, and that took me a lot longer for me to forgive him.
What did he say? Like what? How? He's not here to defend himself or whatever, and I'm not throwing him under the bus. I just want to know, like, what? How do you even have a conversation like that?
Yeah. He basically said, his thing was like, oh, I didn't think that you guys were actually like a thing.
Wow, what a fucked up dude.
And that like you guys were like actually dating.
Still, why do you sleep with your brothers? Ex or girlfriend or
like
fling?
Excuse, I guess.
Well, I guess we're gonna cut it short over here. I did record for an hour. I was going to do just 70 minutes. Wow, I did not realize it's already been an hour? That's insane. I'm so sorry, guys. The next video clip will be like 45 minutes, 50 minutes, somewhere around there. I was just originally gonna do 70 minutes, but that did not happen. I don't know what happened. I think it's an hour. Yeah, an hour. We've been watching this for an hour. So, anyways, let's just talk about it quickly before we end the video and stuff. I feel like the whole, like, I feel like the reason Jake acts the way he acts is if we go from the beginning, like I said, I've never watched him before. I mean, maybe I've seen 1 or 2 videos, but I've never like been a Jake Puller, as you could say. I guess I don't know, but I feel like he acts this way with Logan. I feel like he feels he always has to compete with Logan. He always has to be better than his brother. Always has to come to the next big thing. You know, it's competition between him and his brother. I feel like, because I feel like his brother gives him the idea of, you know, this is competition. You know, this is what we need to do. Blah blah blah. Yada yada yada. So I feel like that's another reason. Also, his dad. His dad's a freaking cuckoo. I feel like their dad is cuckoo. He's always trying to get his brothers to like challenge each other. I feel like, and just, I don't know. I think it starts with family first, and then second, I think it has to do with YouTube. I feel like that he acts crazy. Like he's always has that wild persona. Like, hey, do this, blah blah blah. Like just that crazy wild energy. I feel like it's all just for YouTube, just for the public eye, because he knows that by him acting this way, he's gonna get views. Rather, people hate him a lot. Like, I'm not gonna lie. There's people that I don't like on YouTube, and I will hate watch them. I'm not going to lie. Because especially it's like looking at a train wreck, you know, or train wreck, car wreck, or whatever, and you know, you see it, you want to look away, but you don't, because it's like, you know, you want to see if people are okay, you know, but it's also scary if you see someone hurt on the floor or something. It's like a car wreck pretty much, and you know, with him, I feel like he acts this wild and crazy just for his YouTube videos, just to get famous. You know, just because he knows that if he acts the way he's been acting, he's been getting a lot of viewers, he's been getting a lot of money. So it's like, it was like an addiction for him, kind of like a drug. Like, you know, getting all this money, getting all this fame, he's continuing to do what he does, pretty much. I feel like now, I feel like if he and, I always forget her name, I don't know why. If he and, Erica Costello, or whatever her name is, I feel like they should just get a house themselves. It doesn't have to be ginormous, enormous. I feel like just a house for them to living in it together. I think that would be perfect. I feel like he would be more calm. He would be more relaxed. Erica would help keep him calm, and he would feel more like private. And you know, I feel like his mind would be more calm, because I feel like because he manages all these people. I think, right? He gets like a certain percentage from them. So I feel like he always has to take care of everybody and has to think of the next big thing to do for everybody, for himself. It's like, does he take time to take care of himself? No. I'm kind of like all over the place, guys. I don't know. As for the Alyssa situation, I feel like he could have handled that better. Like he said, I think it was also because he was young. I don't know when they did, but I feel like he wasn't ready to be tied down to a girlfriend. But he wanted to keep her around because maybe he did like her. Maybe he really did like her, like he says he did. You know, maybe he really liked her, and he took advantage of, you know, she'll still be around, well, even if I do all these things. And she still was around until she and sorry, is that a scratch on my tank? Oh hell no! I'll be crushed if it's a scratch on my fish tank. Shit. I hope not. Sorry, distracted. I feel like, you know, he really hurt her, and I feel for her. She really liked him. He wasn't being what she wanted him to be for her, and she took it to the next level by going to sleep with his brother, which was very, very wrong. Wrong on her part, extremely wrong on Logan's part. I don't know how you could do that to his own brother. I don't understand. You could tell the hurt in his eyes when he was talking about it. You saw him getting a little tear-eyed. I don't know if it was fake or real, but I just really felt for him. Like, I don't think he's psycho. I don't think he's crazy or any of those things. I think it's just the fame got to him, and he didn't want to let go. And I would be, you know, hyped up too if I had as many subscribers as he has and as many views as he has. I would want to keep like doing the next best thing for my fans, you know. So I don't know. I just think it's a very sticky situation to be at that part. Erica, she seems like a good girlfriend. I hope she's keeping him steady and, you know, keeping him calm and just, you know, being a good girlfriend for him, and hopefully he's being a good boyfriend for her and not repeating the same mistakes. I don't know, guys. This was super long. I don't like his long series for some reason, because it's just so long, and it's so long to review a series of Shane's things, but I don't know. Let me know if you guys like this. This was my first kind of review. I'm sorry that I wasn't so hyped up about every reaction. It's just, this is how I am when I watch them. I'm just chill and relaxed, and I don't know. I'll be doing part 2 if you guys want to see that. And today is October 19th. Yeah. And I just wanted to do this video. It's not, I'm not gonna put Vlogmas or Vlogtober on it just because I feel like, you know, I don't want to do that. So yeah, I'm just gonna give it a reaction video type thing. It's still gonna be considered as part of my Vlogtober, guys, because I'm reacting to this on the day of the 19th. So it's like 3 in the morning though. So I'm gonna pause it here. Watch one Abby Gibson video just because I just heard about her. So she seems kind of interesting. Watch one video of hers, then go to bed because I have an appointment later today. So I don't know. I guess we'll be doing that. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm sorry if I don't look never mind. I don't know. I try to get a little bit better. Like, I try to look a little bit more decent for you guys. So I hope you guys kind of don't mind how I look. And this is my first reaction video, guys. I'm so sorry that if I was boring, if it wasn't what you wanted it to be, if I wasn't talking too much about it. Let me know what you guys want me to be, or how you want me to be for the next review. Like, do you want me to talk more? Do you want me to talk more about it, or talk less? I don't know. This is getting way too long. Anyways, love you guys, and let me know if you guys want to if you want to see more of these videos. I'll be doing a reaction to. I'll be posting that Saturday, I think. Oh, today's Friday, so Saturday. I'll be doing that. Anyways, love you guys, and see you in the next video.